What's up, guys? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I wanted to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall markets. I'm also going to break down what's going on with the economic calendar moving forward. But just note that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. Deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total. Not to mention 8.1% APY. The offer ends very soon in just 4 days. Anyways, for the market, I just wanted to mention right now we're seeing this rejection on Tesla. We're dipping a little bit. I did mention to you all that this should try to base very close to 252, if not 250, around that range, and look for a little rebound after that. We did get that bounce. We went back up to 256, so we went up about 4 points on Tesla, which is not bad before slowing down again. So yes, Tesla is looking like it's turning a bit. However, whether or not we get a big dump or a big bounce from here is going to be dependent on PCE data. There's a good chance that we could see some buyers kind of step in because of PCE being decent, but we'll have to wait and see. But just remember that PCE data comes out tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens. So if you're holding anything overnight, be careful. We'll see if PCE causes a bounce or not, even though that is very, very promising looking, considering the fact that PCE is very, very reflective of CPI. It is determined by that, and CPI was decent, so that gives us a good chance that PCE is going to be okay. But we'll see just to be safe. So for Tesla, we talked about how there's going to be a little bounce coming. We did get the bounce. Technically, we did dip all the way down to 252, then rebound a little bit by about 4 points. And now we're trying to hold our 50 EMA. There could be another bounce coming, a bigger one that could be coming depending on PCE, or we could get a rug pull as well. So you want to be open-minded to anything. If Tesla were to lose 250, I'd be looking for 248, then 244 is our potential targets. And if we manage to balance and get back above 256, we're looking for a retest of this imbalance, taking us back up to 260. PCE is going to most likely be decent, so that could help Tesla balance, but we'll just have to wait and see. There is potential for that. For SPY, we dipped all the way down to about 569. We saw the 569s. I said this is going to dip between 569 and 571. We did call this level out very, very close to 570. Then I said there's going to be a bounce coming. We did bounce all the way back up to 573 almost. So that's almost 3 points we bounced. So not bad. And there is potential for us to get an even bigger bounce if we get a decent PCE. Just know that on the 4-hour time frame, technically SPY has not lost critical support. Our support's at 569.91. If we lose that area, this could be tipping back down to 568. And then if that breaks, this is going to dump, okay? But because we're holding support, this does favor the upwards direction and attempt to get back up to all-time highs. That does seem very, very promising for SPY. This could help Tesla rebound. So we'll see if SPY gets that bounce. So far, we're holding this green support, the 20 EMA. We're holding support so far, so there's no sign of us officially tanking. SPY is also in the green right now, so this could actually try to rebound. There is a potential for that, in my personal opinion. For NVIDIA, we have support to watch for now. If we were to lose support all the way down here around this 120.8 area, that's going to be our 20 EMA. This could dump all the way down to like the 118 or below area. But with the inverse head and shoulders, if we manage to bounce off our support, we could be looking for an attempt to get back up to about this 130 area. We'll see if that ends up being the case or not. But overall, we're still, once again, holding support. There's potential for us to try to bounce higher. So we'll see if that ends up being the case. For Bitcoin, Bitcoin is trying to rebound as well. We'll have to see if we can try to break past and hold above 65,000. If we lose 65,000, we're looking for 63,800. And if we manage to hold above that, we're looking for 66,000. So I think we could be dipping back down to 63,800, but overall, we're doing a good job at holding up, especially as the 4 hours holding up well. So Bitcoin could attempt to go up a little bit higher. For ES, okay, ES is holding up well. Notice this green support right here. This is our 20 EMA. If we lose this tomorrow, this is going to be at 57.89. If we fail to hold or above that for 4 hours and we close below that, right, this is going to be dipping all the way down to 57.50 or below. But if we manage, if we manage to hold this for over 4 hours and continue to hold this up, we could be looking for an attempt to get back up to the highs. ES is holding up very well, so there's a good chance it's going to try to do so. So this could try to rebound back up to these imbalances. It has potential, but that depends on PCE data. For NQ, same thing. It's holding support. So for those who are turning into perma bears, be careful. We're actually green on NQ and the QQQ. The QQQ is up almost 1% still, so it's still in the green. We're holding the green trend line. We bounced off this, bounced off this, bounced off this, bounced off this. We're holding our support. We dipped to this only to bounce again. We need to lose 20,200 for us to even start looking bearish. We're not even close. We're actually well above that right now. So this looks like it wants to rebound higher and try to get back up to the imbalance. We'll see if that's the case. It depends on PCE. The QQQ, it happens to have this gap up here. We have this big gap to fill up here. We haven't fully filled the gap up to 495. And notice that we ended up bouncing just above our 20 EMA. So where's the 20 EMA? It's right over here. We could go all the way back to like early September. We broke through this. We bounced off this, bounced. Even today, we came close to it and we bounced again. So we're still holding support. We're still in the green. The QQQ is still maintaining its strength. So if we break 190 or 490 tomorrow, excuse me, we're going all the way up to about 495, most likely back up to the highs. If we lose 483, 484 tomorrow, if we lose that, there's going to be a bigger dump coming all the way down to like 480. So there's potential for this to try to hold up. For Apple is trying to hold its 20 EMA very nicely. As long as we hold above that, we could try to push up for like 230. And if we end up losing 226, we're looking for 224 support. We're doing a good job, so we'll see how this ends up going. For a few more tickers out there, we have the IWM. It's doing a good job at holding up. If we lose 218, we're going to be dipping back down to fill this gap. If we break past 220, we're looking for a bounce. We're range bound on the IWM, but there is potential in this if we manage to break past 220 tomorrow. So we'll have to see about that. Uh, Amazon, I was talking about how this thing could test. I was talking about 188 to 190. So we came very close to that only to rebound. If we get back above 192 tomorrow, I could be looking for a rebound. If not, we could reject. So it's barely at resistance. So we'll have to wait and see. Meta looks like it wants to bounce because just like SPY, ES, and the others, we're holding our 20 EMA. We held the green line again. Today we held 562-ish, around the 562 area, and now we're trying to rebalance. So we could be looking for an attempt to get back up towards the 570s going into tomorrow. As long as we don't lose 562 tomorrow, that has potential. Microsoft is also trying to hold up. So if we manage to break past 432, we're looking for a big push to this imbalance. If we lose 429, we're going to be dipping, but this could try to rebound, my personal opinion. For Google's also trying to rebound. We have this gap to fill down here. So if we end up losing for 164, we could be dipping to 163. If we break past 165, we turn more bullish. We're just range bound right now. So lose 163, we turn more bearish, and break 165, we turn more bullish. Otherwise, we're just stuck in the middle. So far, so good. We're doing a decent job thus far. With that being said, guys, the market's holding up very, very well. So we will see if we get a big bounce. I see potential in that. That could also help Tesla try to rebound. But we will see depending on PCE data. This is going to be the next big catalyst. So once again, if you're holding anything overnight, be very, very careful. You have to be mindful of the fact that this data is coming out. If you want to hold longs or shorts, it's up to you. But just know that this data is going to cause us to make a big gap tomorrow. Either we gap up or gap down, and we'll see which way we end up going. So with that warning said and done, I just wanted to thank you all so much for listening. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll be back in another couple of hours for another update. Until then, thanks again and peace out.